What's up, savages? It's Monday. What's going on, everybody? Happy Veterans Day to all those folks that served out there. If you're new to the show, basically what we do is I have a list of, now it's 144 GPU-mineable coins, and we randomly pick one using the random number generator, and we go through the motions of mining it within a short amount of time, within 30 minutes, because at 10 o'clock Eastern time we have to get over there and see BrandonCoin show. So I do pre-record like the randomization part of it so that we can just get through that part and a little bit of the documentation. So let me go ahead and fire this up and show you what we actually came up with today, because it's super cool. I'm really excited about today. It's kind of funny though, what it ended up landing on, so we'll see here. Last week, Friday, we mined Caliber, which was kind of similar to what we ended up on today. So check this out. We picked 80, and it's LOKI. So it's something I'm already mining, so this is kind of neat. Kind of cool that it landed on that. I was kind of surprised, but you know, hey, it is what it is. So we'll let this rock. Basically, it's a LOKI is a Cryptonite heavy algorithm coin, and I go ahead and go through the motions of documenting, you know, some of the stuff here that we'll need to actually mine it. And what I am going to do is I'm going to get into the rig and delete the miner folder and let it download a new one and go through the process of you know, reloading the miner and going back through the steps of dual threading AMD GPUs, because this is going to be, I mean, it's a Cryptonite algorithm, so we probably should use AMD rigs for it, or AMD GPUs. They're just better suited for Cryptonite heavy. So that's basically what we're doing. LOKI's gaining a little bit of traction here lately. I mean, they just came out with their service nodes, I believe, that are enabled or able to be set up. And they're at 53 cents value USD. I know it's USD, but that's what the value is right now. And I go over here to what to mine, and I look at their entry in here just to, you know, verify like algorithms and stuff. I mean, I know that it's Cryptonite heavy, but just pop over there just to show everybody what it's like, you know, to go over there and check it out. Also go ahead and run it through the Scarif rig, which is the rig that we'll be using. I'll show you the hardware in a moment here. And if you run down through here, LOKI does show up kind of close to the top. You know, it's not too bad of a profitable coin. And you can earn with this rig, it's 11 GPU, 9 580s, 2 570s. It looks like you can earn almost 10 per day, 10 LOKI per day. Not awful. And you can see the hash rate here. Oh, well, it is awful, actually. Everything's down, you know, really bad. But you can see the hash rate here that it says that's based on is, what was it, 90. I can't see that, it's too small on my screen. I think it was 93 something, if I remember right. And I was curious as to what they use for their calculation here, because that with that hash rate, it looks like they're assuming that you're dual threading. So yeah, 9320. We'll go look them up on Bitcoin Talk. Just go through the same old motions like we're supposed to, so that we end up on the right pages and not some malicious website, right? What's going on, Chubby? Glad you made it. They've got some really cool, they've got a really cool website, actually. This is just the Bitcoin Talk thread. It talks a little bit about what's going on with them. There's not a lot of this that they've already implemented other than the service nodes. Like, they're not even at the messenger capability yet, so you know they've got a lot of a lot of the roadmap left. And I just scroll up and down here. Let me switch over to the other rig here real quick. And if you check out their website, it's actually pretty cool. They did a good job on it. And I went ahead and downloaded their wallet, you'll see in a moment, and I did run it through VirusTotal, and it does have a couple of hits, but that's because most likely, you know, that the company hasn't worked with those, the developers and the LOKI founders and stuff haven't worked with those particular companies that work with VirusTotal to verify that it's a valid file and not malicious, but for the most part it was clean. So I'll show you that in a moment. This only goes on for about 9 minutes of pre-recorded stuff here. Can everybody hear me okay? Audio good? Now the pool I use, or the pool I chose, is the LOKI pool. It might be something I might want to look at because I think that one's based in Australia. Although they probably have, you know, nodes or servers all over the globe, but it might be something I might want to look at. I just go in here and show you that I already have the wallet. You know, I didn't want to mess up my own wallet, so I didn't go ahead and install a new wallet. I just left it as the one I already had. Alright, I've got my mic turned all the way up, so it must just be the distance away from me, so I'm going to move it a little bit closer. Hopefully that's a little bit better. So this is what their wallet looks like. You see this a lot with with a lot of Cryptonite coins. It looks similar to this. I go ahead and grab the receiving address right here. I'll throw that into the receiving address block here. Eventually. Now go and look at a pool. And like I was saying, I'm just going to use the LOKI pool, the one that I'm already using. It's actually on this page here down at the bottom. And that's pretty much where I left off, I believe. So we'll stop this. And this is the hardware that we're going to be using tonight, since it's Cryptonite heavy. And like I was saying, I want to go through and connect via MOBA Xterm SSH to the rig, and I'm going to delete the miner folder so that we can just start from scratch. So you'll get to see how to do that as well here in Simple Mining. If you go to the miner org folder, these are the 2 miners that I have installed already. I'm just going to delete each one of these folders. Get out of here. Those were just the 2 miners that were already installed in Simple Mining. I guess I closed my internet here. I was going to show you what the current hash rate was. It's 9891. Like I was saying, it seems like the what to mine was showing you what it's like if it's dual threaded already. But we'll go ahead and restart this rig, and it's the one that's showing behind me now, so you'll be able to watch it. Reboot. It's going to go ahead and download the driver or the miner again. But remember, last Friday, whenever we did this, we also had that problem. Not problem, but it took forever for the miner to load up, you know, that first time. So we're gonna have to deal with that again tonight. So I did want to show you, I don't know if I can get in trouble for showing this or not, but there's a video for LOKI that's super cool. If you didn't know what it was, what it's all about, there is a video right here.
Being able to communicate and transact privately on the internet is something that we all value. Millions of pieces of data are shared between people, businesses and governments online every day. And privacy tools help us keep that data in our own hands so that we can share it safely, securely and with confidence. LOKI gives users the tools they need to transact and communicate privately in a peer-to-peer network of service nodes run by the community. This distributed network is censorship resistant whilst also prioritising privacy on the protocol level. All transactions on the LOKI blockchain are private and fast.
Sorry about that.
Blink ensures that users can send money to anyone in less than 5 seconds, making LOKI truly private digital cash. The LOKI blockchain is also used to enforce node behaviour. Service nodes stake LOKI to join a rewards pool and provide the network with services in order to win the rewards. Rewarding the service nodes for doing their jobs means there should be a lot of them, which means faster services and greater privacy. These service nodes connect together to form LOKINet. LOKINet is LOKI's unique mixnet, where you can browse the internet anonymously and send end-to-end encrypted private messages and voice calls without exposing your identity or IP address. No one can take your personal information or use your metadata to advertise to you. LOKINet has your back. LOKI also helps to build censorship-resistant social media platforms, news sites, marketplaces, and communities with its network of hidden web applications called Snaps.
It was super loud.
Supported by the layer of incentivized service nodes, Snaps sit inside LOKINet and are the perfect partner for any app that requires privacy and resilience. By combining some of the best innovations in digital privacy, LOKI creates a holistic, decentralized, and attack-resistant platform for privacy to help you transact and communicate securely, anonymously, and with confidence every day. LOKI.
I think it loads
Trade
faster.
And communicate
like if you were
with
to use, well,
freedom.
You're talking about like Windows 10. I don't have I don't know if I've ever even tried on Windows 10 or not with this particular, you know, algorithm or anything. So don't know for sure. All right, so it did. Wow, it kind of rebooted pretty fast. That's cool. All right, so it is up and hashing again, and as you can see, it is 7,300, right? Before it was 9, right? Because I was already dual threading. And now you saw that I had deleted that folder, the miner folder. So if you go back in here, you'll see that it'll be listed in the miner org folder. Oh wow, how did that happen? Why are both of them still in there? Might have to look into that. I deleted both of them. I don't know why they're back in there. Maybe did I delete that one? It says 1111. All right. Well, in any case, all right. So if you go into this folder now, this is we're kind of past the mining thing. We're already mining, right? So this is just going to be how to dual thread AMD GPUs using the XMR stack. I don't think I left anything out. I mean, oh, we didn't do any of the configuration. That's right, because I just let it rock with my simple mining because I was already mining it, right? So if we were going to create a new group, we'll go to group config, add a group, and then we're going to use XMR stack. And what we'll do is we'll just use a different version. Let's use an older version so that it'll load that one. And we'll go LOKI, and then it's Cryptonite heavy on AMD, and then this is just how I name the groups, just so that I know, you know, the differences here. Can sort them out a little bit better. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to put YouTube up there, right? And we'll leave that like that. And now we've got to construct our miner options. So we know the pool. We got to go back over here and grab the pool real quick. It was lokipool.com, and then the port is 3333. I'll zoom up on this once I get it in there. Just give me just a second here. And then the receiving address is right here. And then it's a Cryptonite, so it's got a super long address there. And then the password is X, donate level, probably, what does it got, 1 over there? Okay, it's fine. Oh, you know what? I am on the wrong, man, I chose the wrong one. I chose the wrong, I was wondering why it didn't look normal. All right, so add group, XMR stack. How did I get on XM, did I click right here or something? Okay, so XMR stack, good grief. All right, I'll choose it, like I was saying, I'll choose an older one. I'll choose this one here. LOKI CNH. Y'all get to see me do it twice. LOKI pool, right? Did I put the pool in there? Nah. Just AMD, YouTube, AMD, LOKI pool. Looks good to me. All right. So for currency, this is why I was getting kind of tripped up there. I like, this doesn't look right. This will be Cryptonite _ heavy. And then the pool is going to be not that. It's going to be LOKI pool. I forgot what it was. What is it? LOKI-TACpool.com. And then the port was 3333. And then the user was your receiving address. All right, boom, there we go. Got a space in there. Let me zoom up on this. Come over here, make sure that this is spelled right. Cryptonite heavy. Looks good. So we'll click add. Zoom out. Now we'll go and assign this rig to that group. Make sure we get the right one because I created a couple of them here, right? I think it was that one. Go make sure that was the right one. That's the one I'm on, so that's good. All right, so it should restart here in a moment. I'm hoping. And let's see what happens. What's up, Yashnik? Glad you can make it. I'm gonna throw this thing a reboot. Hopefully it'll force it there. There we go. And hopefully this doesn't take too long. Like I was saying, you know, it's a Cryptonite. It seemed like that XMR, we were using the XMR stack miner on Friday as well, so hopefully it gets fired up pretty quick. Just keep an eye on the hash rate there. It was 7,300. And that's before dual threading. Because I did delete that folder. I don't know why the LOL miner folder didn't didn't go away. It just hung around there. I thought for sure I deleted it, but whatever. Looks like it's connecting to Simple Mining, and it says right there, it says there's no miner program in file system starting download, so it's got to download it, and there's a good chance it's going to have to recompile all those you know, the code for the actual GPU, so it might be a while. What's everybody up to today? Anybody go to any parades or anything? Man, I saw those Crypto Pope. I saw those and I feel good about them. I wish I could buy some. I mean, I can't believe that's the price. I think it's over today, right? The sale or whatever. I mean, I don't think you'll ever see them at that price again. Even, I don't know, even used. It seems like that price was even better than a used one. Yeah, I mean, you know, right now, mining any ETH hash, like with our little rigs or my little rigs, it's pretty much break even. Like Ethereum Classic or Ethereum, it's almost break even after power cost. The way that I'm doing it is I'm mining Cryptonite, which is a little less power hungry. You know, uses a lot less power. Plus, projects like this, LOKI and Caliber and stuff like that seem to be kind of the way to go, you know. I mean, I don't mind. I like supporting networks that I'm interested in and that I believe in, right? So that's kind of where I look at it, or how I look at it. If I were you and I had the money, I would definitely look at getting maybe 8 of those 470 8 gigs from Newegg and firing up a Cryptonite mining rig, you know. I mean, I don't know, just my opinion. But all right, so there we go. We go with we got 7,400 right out of the gate. So now what we want to do is let's reconnect to the rig with probably disconnected here. Yeah. Reconnect with MobaX term. We'll go to root just to make it easier. And then if you go into the miner org folder, you can see right here, this is the one that we just downloaded, right? Because we assigned that older miner version to the rig. So this is the 250. So if you go into here, you can see that there's not an amd.txt file for us to modify to dual thread. So we have to go back up here to temp, oops, that's not right, var temp miner, and this is the the temporary file that's running like in memory. So if you go here, there is going to be an amd.txt file. So we need to open that with a default text editor, and then you'll see right here, I've done this a bunch of times, so I'm probably going to miss something here whenever I'm explaining it. But basically, you've got each GPU has its own section, and this right here is considered one section for one GPU, all the settings for one GPU, and the only difference between each section is the index number, right? Well, I mean, there's other differences if you have different GPUs, but in my case, you know, this one's going to be the same. I do have a couple of 570s, like right here is a 570. I can tell by the compute units. But if you come up here, basically what you want to do is you want to have two index zeros, two whole sections, index zeros, two for index 1, so on and so forth for everything. So for each GPU, as long as all your GPUs are, you know, AMD, right? So if you highlight all this all the way down, this was 11 GPU rig, so you'll have 0 through 10. See the 10 right here for the index. So if you copy all of this right here, so we're going to right click copy, and then we're going to click right here, and then we're going to right click paste, and then we got to make sure that there's a, I think there has to be a space in between there like that, and then you'll have two of each index number, right? So here's 1 0 right here, and if you keep scrolling up, you're going to see another 0. So that's it. So then you save that. Now the problem is that if you do that and then you reboot, it'll just go away because this is all temporary. So you have to get this amd.txt file into your miner_org folder. So we're going to right click on it, download it. We'll throw it out on the desktop. I think there's probably already one out there, but we'll do that again. And then we'll navigate to the miner.org folder. If I can. It's under, good grief, where am I at? Root? Where's root? What did I do? There we go. I messed up the organization there. Alright, so miner.org, and then we're on this older XMR stack, the one that doesn't have an amd.txt file in it. And then we're going to upload from the desktop and double check, make sure that this is the one that we just did. I'm sure it is. Probably overwrote the, I think I already had one out there. So now that is in the miner.org, your amd.txt file is in miner.org. So now if you reboot the miner, or reboot the rig, it should start dual threading. So we'll come in here, and I'm not going to reboot it. I'm actually just going to reload the miner. If I can, man, my computer's kind of goofing up here. Oh, there we go. That's why it was doing it. All right, so let's get out of here, and we will go to simple mining again. You can see it is actually hashing, so everything's good there. But we're only getting 7.4K, so close that. We'll reboot. We'll reload the miner. I've noticed on the, it seems like on the Cryptonight algorithm, simple mining just doesn't like rebooting or reloading the miner for some reason. I don't know if it's like hung up because it's busy working, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that 29 mega hash per second is probably conservative. I think that man, I don't know. They're really good cards, you know. I would say at a minimum 29 out of the box, yeah. I don't know a lot about the 470s. I mean, I don't have any, so I can't really speak out of experience with them. Yeah, see, it just does not want to reboot. I'm probably going to have to actually reboot it. And it's 10 o'clock. Oh, no. Let me throw a reboot in here real quick. I know we got to get over. Is Brandon live yet? It was rebooting. Oh my gosh. All right, it was reloading, restarting miner, but I rebooted it too. So now it's going to be even longer. Sorry about that. Should be up here momentarily. I don't think I forgot anything. I think we went through it all. And the dual threading again. So that's kind of neat. It's rebooting now. Just a couple more seconds. You should be able to see hash rate pretty quick. And then remember that since it's Cryptonite, you know, that initial hash rate that you see is going to be lower than what it's going to eventually get to. Usually I think mine starts at like 9,300 or 9,400, but at some point it'll get all the way up to you know, like 10.5, somewhere around there. So we'll see. Just want to see that hash rate, and then we'll call it good and move over to BrandonCoin. There we go. It's got a 9838, so that's not bad. It's starting out at 9,800. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.